Alright, you guys, Barcelona defeat Athletic Club 1-0 at the San Mamés in a game that was looking very, very dicey for the Blaugranas, and we have to talk about it. But first, if this is your first time coming across one of my videos, hi guys, I am Just Max, and on this channel I talk football, La Liga, Premier League, all of the good stuff. But of course, it's always going to be Vizca Barca for me, as I am a Barca fan. If this is something you're interested in, please stick around. Give me a like, subscribe, and share this video. I would love to grow this with you. But first, let's talk about this game and what we saw from Hansi Flick and the boys. Going into it, I knew that the starting lineup was going to be a little bit dicey because we are carrying some injury and we have some important games coming up as well. We have lost Jules Koundé, we have lost Alejandro Balde, and we know that Frenkie de Jong is still a little bit way out before he is fully fit and ready to return to the squad. And with the game against Newcastle in view after this one, Hansi Flick had to get creative with the lineup that he chose to put out on the field today. It was Joan Garcia in goal, and I thought he had a really, really good game. Gerard Martin was in left back, and I didn't really know that he was there. Eric Garcia was in centre back, partnering with Pau Kubasi, and I honestly thought that Pau Kubasi was lucky to finish this game. Joao Cancelo was our right back option, and honestly sometimes it was like he was doing good, but also sometimes he had me questioning what was going on, because I don't understand. In midfield, it was Dani Olmo in attacking midfielder position for Barcelona, and I did not think he impacted this game at all. Marc Bernat was substituted at halftime, but I thought he was the better of all the three, and Marc Casado, he ran a lot. That's what I will say about his performance. Marcus Rashford was a huge disappointment for me today. He came in for Rafinha, but in the starting lineup, he was not it for me. Ferran Torres and Ferran Torres had me questioning life. Ferran Torres had me quoting chapters. How long, Lord, must we continue like this? But Lamine Yamal, he was Barcelona's right winger. Going into this game, Barcelona stressed me out. I'm not going to lie to you. That first half was nothing to write home about. I don't understand. Yeah, maybe to some degree I do understand. They gave everything and more that they had in the tank against Atletico Madrid in midweek for that Copa del Rey remontada that never happened. So I knew that there was going to be some element of fatigue coming into this game. In fact, within the first 1 second of this game, the Barcelona could have easily considered the first chance in this game. Joao Cancelo had to stretch out his leg and found himself almost turning in the ball into the top roof corner of Joan Garcia's goal. Thankfully, he did end up hitting the bar, so we can count that one as a very, very good defensive display, but it could have easily well turned into one of those jarring moments where Barcelona conceded on the first minute of play. But I would say also that Barcelona created chances, and even immediately after that situation with Joao Cancelo, Ferran Torres was bearing down on Unai Simon, and again, this is one of the first moments where I had to clutch my pearls, and I was like, Ferran Torres not again, because what is going on? He had a moment where he could have easily picked the spot. Like, even if you're saying that the defender is beside you, running alongside you, you could have easily cut back, found your spot. Like, I'm so spoiled because I was Messi for many, many years, and I seen those being scored. So like when Ferran Torres ended up passing the ball to Unai Simon, I'm like, it's gonna be a long night. Because after that, what I kept on noticing from Barcelona is our inability to protect the ball. Like, the passes were not crisp, they were not finding the owner. It was just very jarring, very, very disjointed. You could see that fatigue was really coming into play. Athletic Club had many, many chances in that first half where they could have really hit Barcelona, on different angles. One of the things that I saw from them most was that they were utilizing that ball over the top of Barcelona's defense, and it was really, really working for them. I found it very discomforting for me that Joan Garcia was called in on multiple occasions to do sweeper keeper moments. Like, he had to make so many saves for Barcelona to keep us in that game in the first half. Well, I'm glad to have a goalkeeper that can make saves. It's not something that I'm actively looking forward to, especially when the plays are so easy. Like, I saw a tweet a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago now at this point, is that when Barcelona wants to score a goal, they go like zigzag, right, left, back front, backside, center, zigzag, and then before they score. But like, when the opponents wants to score Barcelona, it's just one ball over the top, the high line is exposed, but you're bearing down on Joan Garcia, and that's what it is. And honestly, that's what Athletic Club did, and they did very well today. I felt like if they had just a little bit more quality, they really could have scored. They really could have. It's just what it is. But thankfully, we do have a Swiss Army knife of a goalkeeper for us this season in Joan Garcia. He had so many wonderful opportunities where he read the play very well, came out, put his leg through the ball. There was even that opportunity where I felt like Athletic Club were fishing for a penalty. He was so sensational in on that moment where he just kind of held back a little bit, prevented the foul from being considered, but still protected the ball at the same time. Even that one where, you know, he had to come and claim the ball, even though it was looking like a very dangerous potential collision between him and the Athletic Club defender, he still was very brave in those moments, claimed the ball. The defender did end up falling to the ground, despite him being the one colliding with Joan Garcia and needed some treatment. But that's the kind of game that we had in that first half. Joao Cancelo kept on losing the ball. Marcus Rashford, for me, you just like, sir, can you put a cross into the box? A good cross. Like, I'm actually getting over the whole Marcus Rashford vibe. Like, he started out with deceiving me as a Barcelona fan with that speed, and I love it. But like, increasingly as the season has progressed, I'm starting to find out that his decision making is quite poor, in my opinion. Again, feel free to disagree with me. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. But this is my take. I feel like his decision making, when he gets the ball, he only has one thing on his mind, which is to run straight. And sometimes I just need you to like decide very quickly what you want to do. Do you want to take on the defender? Do you want to make a pass? Do you see the play developing in front of you? Do you see a cross that you want to make? Like, what exactly do you want to do? Marcus Rashford's playbook at the moment is, I am going to take the ball and run straight. Now, where is the straight line taking him to? Straight to the corner kick. That is it. And it's very frustrating to me as a Barcelona fan watching this game and seeing potential runs being developing, but knowing that he doesn't have the footballing IQ or the talent to be able to find the people who are making the runs in the box. It's not coming. It's not. And even when he made those crosses, it's like, and then there's Ferran Torres. And honestly, I know we are not in the one-to-one rule, but Joan Laporta, whoever ends up winning this election, we need a striker. Ferran Torres could have single-handedly ended this match in the first minute when he was bearing down on Unai Simon. There was another moment where he was there to pass the ball into the back of the net. He did not do that. There was another moment where he was in the 18, or within the first 10 minutes of the match, he decided to cut the ball square to nobody in particular, despite having an opportunity to shoot on goal. Like, I can't continue to do this. And Hansi Flick, please take note. Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford is not good for our mental health. Listen, both of them, it's too much. It's too much. The second half, though, we did see the change that I was clamoring for by halftime, because I knew something had to give. We needed Pedri to come in and control that midfield. Of course, we have to save him because we are going to play at St. James's Park in Newcastle. But hey, St. Mamés is also as intense as Newcastle St. James's Park. So we had to bring in Pedri to this game. I did not see Marc Bernal going out. I did not. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he was the better of the three midfielders on show for us today. But Bernal was sacrificed for Pedri. And immediately I thought that he did bring some calm to that Barcelona midfield. Again, it's not the best game for Barcelona as a whole, but Pedri coming into the pitch in the second half, I felt like he did do a lot to like lend that confidence to the midfield, stabilize it a little bit. But we did end up seeing the introduction of Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Fermin Lopez in place of Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo, and Marcus Rashford. And immediately I thought that Barcelona's outlook looked a lot more productive. Rafinha was making so much good runs that if the pass was just inch perfect today, we would have been able to see my boy making a goal today. Like, he made those runs. I'm gonna give credit to the Athletic Club's defenders. They did have a good game today. Like Laporte, he had so much interceptions where, you know, those passes to try and find Rafinha, he was intercepting many of those. Adama Boiro, he had a game on Lamine Yamal today. Yes, Lamine Yamal ended up scoring the decider for Barcelona, but up until that point, Adama was doing this big one. I can't even lie to you. There was that foul by Pau Kubasi on Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams was through on goal, and Pau Kubasi brings him down. Now, to the letter of the law, it was the last man. He could have very well seen a red card in that moment, but the ref decides to issue a yellow card instead of a red card. As a Barca fan, I am very grateful that it did not end up being a red card, but I cannot lie that we're incredibly fortunate. If I'm going to call out the refs for when they do shit for Real Madrid, I should be able to hold myself accountable and say, hey, we did benefit here. And the fact is that we did benefit from that scenario, because if we had gone a man down there, Athletic Club had all the momentum. They were really trying to take a point, or at least take all 3 points from Barcelona in this game. But one thing I like about this team is that it don't have to be beautiful football. Like, I know that us Barcelona fans, when we watch a game, we love to win, but not just the way we win. We want a beautiful performance. But if you're going to win a championship, you might not always have to play beautiful football. We did not play beautiful football today. We did not have even the most effective game at all. But the most important thing is that we have found that one moment of magic, and we have scored the goal that needs. Because again, it's not passes that wins you a game, it's how many times you are able to put the ball in the back of the net. And today we did that one time more than Athletic Club, and it all comes from my man Pedri. Pedri finds Lamine Yamal, a very good line breaking pass for Lamine Yamal. It's reminiscent of the third goal that Barcelona scored in last week's outing. If you did not see my reaction to that video, please, I will link it here for you guys. Pedri finds a line-breaking pass to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal takes the ball into the box, sidesteps, sets himself, and it's those top bins curler that we have come to know him. A very trademark, patented Lamine Yamal goal. Beats Unai Simon. Barcelona have a 1-0 lead. And let me tell you one thing, and this is one thing of the things that I'm starting to appreciate about Lamine Yamal. In this match, he did not have the best game. Like I said, Boiro, he did a big one. Like, he defended Lamine Yamal, but like the one chance that he had of freedom, one chance, one goal, and he's becoming deadly. Like, he's learning to score, to convert those chances. And this is something that we were saying when he started like 2 seasons ago. Like, he needs to learn how to score. Lamine Yamal needs to learn how to be a bit more productive. This season, he's upping his productivity and more, not just in the assist category, but also in the goal scoring category. Lamine Yamal, as of today, is Barcelona's highest goal scorer, and he's a winger. Like, he's a winger. He's adding those goals, and not just the goals too. It's like the quality of the goals and the type of goals, like when we needed it the most. Like today, we need to take 3 points from this game. He comes up, he's not having a good game, but he comes up with the goods. That's the kind of play that Lamine Yamal is having this season. And dare I say it, right now, what's today's date? March 7, Lamine Yamal is the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I'm calling it right now. Lamine Yamal is the Ballon d'Or for this season, and the numbers are there. Last season, he was accused of having just 9 league goals to finish the season. This season, he's very well into the double figures. I believe I saw his statistics where he's already up to 30 GAs this season and counting. Lamine Yamal is the Ballon d'Or. It's not just what he brings, steps of goals and assists, but what he's able to create for the team, especially in games like this when he's not doing so well. Like, he's still able to impact a game. That's why I think that he's the Ballon d'Or. And followed right behind him, listen, it's Pedri. Because Pedri this season, a healthy and fit Pedri, is the best midfielder you can ask for. And I love it this week because I saw a quote from Vitinga this week where he talks about, Pedri being up there. Because I know some of you don't like to give Pedri his credit, but let's be so for real. Pedri is exactly who he think he is. And once again, in today's game where Barcelona were struggling to create anything worth of note, Pedri comes in, finds Lamine Yamal, one moment of magic, one goal. Barcelona walk away from San Mamés with all 3 points, extend the lead against Real Madrid to 4 points at the top of the table. We can now breathe a sigh of relief as we turn our focus to Newcastle on Tuesday, who, by the way, have just been beaten by Manchester City. Now, let me know what you thought about this game in the comment section. Who was the man of the match for you? Of course, Lamine Yamal gets the game winner, so he is the man of the match for me. One chance, one goal. But who stood out to you, or who didn't stand out to you? Let me know also in the comment section. But until next time, bye guys.